You're listening to Tenebris, your fix of all things darkwave, post-punk, acid house, EBM, and whatever else goes grunge in the night. Tenebris. It's a pleasure to darken your airwaves with this South by Southwest edition of Tenebris. Serving up a smorgasbord of exciting music from around the globe, you'll be privy to exclusive on-the-ground interviews and tunes that I discovered in the thick of it in Austin, Texas. Together, we dim the lights and raise a crimson glass to the sonically blessed creatures of the night. I'm Yemi, part-time goth, full-time music lover, and your guide through this senseless ritual. Episode to episode, we'll delve into the music behind goth, old and new, genre to genre, shore to shore. Tenebris honours everyone's contribution to the genre and champions those often overlooked. This one's for the neon vampires and creatures of the night, best listened to amongst the castle ruins. Kicking off tonight's show, we have Alix Fernz, a Québécois artist based out of Montreal, Canada. Let's tune in to his track Rouge à Lèvres, and afterwards you'll hear our on-the-ground interview. You're listening to Tenebris. I met Alix on a bustling Austin street outside Chess Club, the intimately quirky venue where the band had just blown the audience away. With suave composure, Alix detailed some of the inspirations behind his unique blend of pop and post-punk and gave me an insight into his creative process. Let's listen in to our conversation over the lively South by Southwest soundscape. It's great to meet you, Alix.
Oh god, that was so loud. Nice to meet you.
Can you give me an idea about the musical inspiration behind Sxsw?
Okay, so the album, it's just like a metaphor for like a kiss to yourself, kind of like accepting who you are, accepting like who, like when you go through like all of the teenager kind of drama and shit, and then becoming starting your adult life kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel that.
This is about it, yeah.
Sweet. And what can you tell me about your music making process in general?
Always alone for sure.
Yeah.
In my living room. So I basically just like do all demos with like just like drum machines. So I start with the drum and then I like put bass and then I just like put stuff on top of each other, and then at the end when all the demos are done, I'm like I go to the studio and I ask my band to perform live on top of like all the overdubs and all the guitar keys.
Okay. So all the album was written at home basically, originally.
Yeah,
okay. Sick, in the comfort of your own space.
Yeah, that's why it's like kind of hard for my drummer to perform the songs sometimes, because it's like created with drum machines, so he's like rushing it.
I feel that.
It gives a live sound that I kind of like too.
Yeah, that's a cool process. How did you settle on such a perfect blend of languages in your music?
Would you mean like the French?
Yeah, the kind of combination.
Honestly, I had to do both, like English and French, because all my inspirations are in English.
Okay.
Most of them, and like I don't really listen to any French Québécois music at all. So, but I was like, I feel like I'm performing like I'm like doing too much of it, like another. Like I'm not myself when I sing in English, kind of.
Okay,
like I do, but like it's not like my main language.
Yeah.
So French is definitely like the easy way to do it, and like just feel personal into the stuff that I say.
Yeah.
Like my partner's English, she's Anglo, so she helps me write the.
Okay, cool. So it's a bit collaborative in that way. Okay, sweet. That's awesome. And how have you been enjoying South by Southwest? What have you been up to?
It's always a fucking blast. It's so fun. It's our second year, and it's like every time we're like super excited, and then like the first like 2-3 shows that you do in the beginning of the week, they're like fuck, okay, and then you're like you get into it, and it's just like it never stops. You need to like be part of it, like 100% if you want to enjoy it.
Totally, super intense. You have to throw yourself in the chaos, right?
Yeah, and it's a great time.
Good. How does this year compare to last year?
Definitely more of a feeling more comfortable with the city a little bit.
Yeah.
Because last year we were like, just like, like first time in Hotel Vegas, I was like, oh, this is like the best place.
Blows my mind.
And it just feels good to be back and like knowing our spots, like barbecue spots.
Yeah, of course,
of course. Every time I come here, it's like I need to do food, like crawfish.
Yeah,
like,
that's one of the massive parts of it, right? Same here.
Mostly, but yeah, it's good to be back.
Good. And my last question, what's next for you?
I'm working on the second album right now, due to probably next October, and as long as I'm able to tour a little bit, I have my own label back home.
Oh, so sweet.
And they're doing such a great job, like putting me like out there, like out of the heat, and just where we can be stuck like so easy in our own country.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's like easier for us to perform in Europe than perform in the US now, because it's like $3,000 per head to just like have a visa, so which is fucked. But yeah, just as long as I can get experience with like meeting people and just having fun.
Tenebris. Exciting news for you Brightonians. Alix Fernz will be gracing the stage of Great Escape Festival here on our very own shores in May. Trust me, this is not one you want to miss out on. Signed to Mothland Records, Alix is a darkly glamorous force to be reckoned with. I'm Yemi, you're listening to Tenebris, your fix of all things goth, post-punk, EBM, and whatever else goes grunge in the night. The next track you're about to hear is by /Need, a dance music performance art group with a motto of punk, sin, sit, and grin. They're Toronto-based and turning the scene on its head with their electrically and hauntingly pulsing energy. This is Worm by /Need. You're listening to Tenebris. It was my absolute pleasure to catch up with Dusty and Lex ahead of their final South by Southwest showcase. Dusty, a vision in latex, and Lex, their leather-clad counterpart, gave me the lowdown on the group's dark techno sound and their iconic image. Let's listen in now. It's great to meet you, Dusty.
Very nice to meet you too.
Can you give me an idea about the inspiration behind your track Worm?
Worm I kind of wrote a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That was one of those songs that just kind of came out in the moment during a jam.
Yeah.
And it took a really long time for it to find its spot.
Okay.
To find the instrumentation that would properly go along with it. I was thinking for a long time it would be kind of like, I wrote it to kind of be like a Bikini Kill song.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
This is Lex.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
I wrote it to kind of be like a Bikini Kill song.
Yeah.
So the idea behind it was always to be a bit of a punk song.
Awesome.
And eventually when we put it to some music, we were just kind of like riffing on the end of it.
Yeah.
And I unconsciously conjured up a part of a Bikini Kill song. So it like became that mashup in that way. But it's just about like friendship and love and how often we can feel like frustrated or let down by the friends that we have, and just that, I don't know, the most heartbreaking thing is to experience a friend breakup.
For real.
And so I wanted to write about that.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
It's an awesome background, awesome
Like
song.
misunderstanding. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. What can you tell me about your music making process?
Well, it's very collaborative.
Yeah.
I think when I'm writing music, a lot of the time I'm writing down lyrics and ideas first.
Yeah.
And I'll be working on poems or working on a lot of bad poems and just like journaling.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is just to walk around and have ideas come to me then, and I'll write down just like a couple sentences at a time, and eventually I think things find their place. But when me and Lex get together, we combine sort of like some of the melodies and ideas I've already had with some of the like beats he's been working on, and we do like more of a jam with all of our gear together to like create something and then slowly whittle it down.
Yeah,
I think we really work like a band like that.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of people see like electronic stuff and kind of think it's like the typical like one person like makes the beats and then the other person just like puts the vocals. And a lot of people do it like that, and that's cool. That's not really how we do it though.
It's like a collaborative process.
Yeah,
for you.
like
Awesome.
it definitely feels like it's just a totally different energy. Like we want it to be a band
Yeah.
You know, like we both make shit on our own, and that was not what we want to do. We wanted to make a band. We wanted to make shit together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's the background behind your iconic pantyhose balaclava image?
Oh my god. Well, years ago I did a performance art project with a friend who made us a couple of masks because she was very shy about going on stage. And so she created these sort of like John Galliano inspired painted masks.
Awesome.
We wore them for a performance, and then like a year later we were in a band, and I had a lot of stage fright, especially in the beginning of performing. I had a really hard time making eye contact and like feeling comfortable expressing myself and saying what I wanted to say. I feel like being able to vocalize how I'm feeling is often the scariest thing, to be like completely vulnerable. So I reached into my bag of tricks and I pulled out that mask and I wore it halfway through one of our sets once, and then it just created this new level of performance where I felt so much more comfortable. I didn't used to cut out the eyes of them, so I couldn't see shit.
And
it was so
I bet that helps.
It was just like I could imagine there was no one in the room with me, or I could propel myself through a crowd and feel free to just take up as much space as I want, to do what I want, that I could exist in this sort of anonymous space. That's how it felt. From there, I think I wanted to get rid of the mask and sort of grow whatever character I was building.
Yeah.
And so I started painting my face because I wanted to sort of play off of this idea of like what it means to be a femme presenting front person, the image that's often put onto me as this thing that's like hypersexualized, and obviously I wanted to take control of that and start to become this hypersexualized thing that's also more terrifying than it is
Love that.
sexy.
Yeah.
I think with all Dust Designs and all this, it's like intentionality.
Yeah.
Not just wearing crazy stuff. It's
Uh-huh.
like there's definitely, you
There's
know, they
depth
put
to it.
thought in.
Yeah.
And we all talk about it and everything.
Yeah.
And the visual ideas are always like, there's always so much intentionality in everything they do and everything that we all try and do together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lex.
Awesome. And how have you been enjoying your time at South by Southwest so far?
It's been such a blast so far.
Good.
We actually drove down from Toronto.
Okay.
We spent a night in Nashville.
How long did that take you?
It took 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Commitments.
So it was pretty wild, but really fun. It's sort of been like our rental car has become like a living room on wheels, and it's just kind of been a blast.
Yeah.
We played. This will be our 4th show tonight. 4th
Amazing.
and last,
I can't
and
wait
we're
to
gonna
be
start
there.
Heading back. You're
Awesome.
coming?
I will be there.
All right.
Sick.
Excellent.
Looking forward to it.
We're gonna do it a little looser, a little faster.
Okay,
tonight.
nice. Exciting.
Yeah.
And what's next for Slash Needs?
Well, we're looking to put out an album.
Amazing.
This year, finally.
Finally.
Hey,
Like, yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, we've been sitting on it and growing it for a little while. And to do some touring.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
much that.
US, Canada, where do you reckon you'll get to?
We're gonna do an East Coast tour
Awesome.
in the summertime.
Some festivals
We're
and
trying to
stuff.
Great.
get to the States.
Awesome.
In Europe.
Tenebris. For me, Slash Need represents something so refreshing yet familiar within the alternative music space. They greeted our conversation with open arms, as you should their music and groundbreaking future endeavours. You're listening to Tenebris. I now want to shine a spotlight on an artist who is known to haunt our very own seaside town. I caught up with producer and creative force Lucy Milani in the courtyard behind a divine taqueria. We spoke process, and she shed some light on the analog Roland machines that facilitated her creation of the newly released single, Vertigo. It's a dynamic track combining elements of acid house, industrial dance, and techno to create a pulsing melee that is very pleasing to the ear. A marriage of dissonance and ambient soundscape, the unique sound of Vertigo marks an exciting innovation for lovers of traditional and contemporary EBM. Let's listen. Lucy's music harbours a distinctly nostalgic yet future-forward sound, and I'm excited for her next moves. It would be smart to keep an eye on her socials to see what the synth baddie is up to next.
Tenebris.
The next band should be the word on every Londoner's lips. Oreglo are a 4-piece collective made up of Nico on drums, Linus on guitar, Tegan on tuba, and Sxsw on keys. I caught up with the boys poolside in the beaming Texas sun to learn about their background and unique genre fusion. Let's hear what they had to say.
It's great to have you here, guys. Please go ahead and introduce yourselves, your role, and tell the people a little bit about your musical background.
My name is Nico. I play the drums and sing.
My name's Linus. I play guitar and occasionally sing.
My name is Tegan and I play tuba and all sorts of.
My name is Sxsw and I'm a pianist, producer and MC and singer.
Can you give me an idea about the inspiration behind the new track, Passion Dance?
Obviously it's inspired by the McCoy Tyner tune. It's a kind of classic jazz standard that we all love, and like the way this kind of came about was like literally quite a while ago, like early on in the band's, in the early days, we were playing at this place called Off the Cuff. Yeah, it was like the day after Valentine's Day. We all wore suits. We were just vibing out in soundcheck, and then someone started playing that, and I started playing some weird groove over it, and then we were like, cool, let's do an arrangement of this. And then a few months later, we like wrote out an arrangement, and it's kind of like the direction of it was initially just like, I was like, let's do Passion Dance, but like do some sort of weird kind of like housey groove, and then like, but it ended up being some kind of like Yusuf Days type drum beat on the first section, and then Sxsw wrote like this crazy grime bass line for the second section. And yeah, we were kind of sitting on this tune for a while. It's like one of our favorites to play live, and we didn't fit it on the first project we released, but then going forward into the next stuff we've got coming up, we were like, cool, let's get Passion Dance out before we go to America. And we were always thinking there's maybe space for a feature on this track, like maybe a rapper or a singer or something. And we went through a lot of different ideas, and then in the end we were like, Sxsw should just MC on it, because he has his own solo project where he's MCing. So, and then he came up with this epic verse, and the rest is history.
So I've got this project which is, well, it's under Sxsw, but it's also under this name called Alix from Kenya, which is essentially this thing that I did even before I met Oreglo. And it was kind of like, I was like, because I always used to produce, and like that was always my first love, was producing and making beats. And then when I was about 14, 15, I started to like write, because I always used to sing in church and stuff. And then it got to a point I was like, cool, I want to like take this seriously and start like making sounds, which it's not just me hiding behind a keyboard, if you know what I mean. And then yeah, so then it started off with this, the first project I released, which was Dilate, which was, I started writing when I was 15 and I finished it just before I was 18. Then I had a sequel called Tapestry, which is Tapestry 1 and Tapestry 2, which I released the first sequel January last year and the second one this January. And yeah, it's just been a pleasure being able to bounce between Oreglo and my own project, because it's like I'm getting inspired by what we're doing here and bringing it over to the Sxsw project, and I'm getting inspired by the Sxsw project and vice versa.
Can you guys give me a bit of backstory on the name Oreglo? How did that come to be?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just made the word up, like genuinely.
I was wondering if it was a
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, we were sitting and thinking about names, and then the first name we stumbled over, we weren't really collectively like agreed on it. Yeah, Sgraffito. And then after that we're just like, you know what, let's just make up a word, and it's just like Oreglo, and it just sat with us. And for the longest time people were just like, Oreglo, like how do you say it, and like, you know what I mean, and almost describes our music, because it's like, how do you like describe our music, you know what I mean.
What's been your guys' favourite thing about Austin so far?
I think for me, I don't know if it's necessarily Austin specifically or like just America, but the openness and like the easiness when it comes to meeting new people and like networking, just being able to kind of go up to someone that you think is cool and just be like, yo, how are you? And they give you that same energy back. It's just like, in London, you don't really get that. Everyone's kind of like to themselves, yeah. Everyone's like very reserved, which I understand. Everyone's busy, but yeah, hey, I feel like just the easiness to talk to people, and everyone is just so outgoing. That's probably my favorite part, and also the heat. The heat is amazing.
I would say like, also I'm kind of enjoying the like simulation vibe as a person from England that's here. It's like Yeah, one minute I'm at Target, next minute I'm like looking at some like mule outside some venue, and then it's just like random. And we got in some person we met, we got in their car and we went to this random gig, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a great sense of like a lot going on, really buzzing music scene, and yeah, and it's just beautiful weather as well.
Yeah, no, I feel like being here, it's like, I've been to lots of different places, but this just feels like, like I've never been anywhere outside of Europe other than here, and it feels very much like so new, and like you wouldn't think it's like that different, but it actually is so different, and it's kind of cool. Like I feel like a child who's just like new to everything, and it's really amazing. It's like, it just makes me so happy. Yeah, it's cool.
My favorite thing about Austin so far, number one, the heat, and then like second of all, just the culture as well. Like the food's great, and I feel like there's a much bigger sense of like collectiveness out here than in London. Like I feel like for you to kind of like make art and for it to be appreciated in England, it's like 100 times harder than it is out here. And like you do a gig and people want to meet you and people want to talk to you. Nobody's trying to gatekeep shit, you know what I mean? And stuff.
Yeah. What is next for Oreglo?
We've got some cool stuff in the works, to be fair. Like Passion Dance, man, that's just a little taster of what's to come.
Okay.
I mean, we're kind of entering a bit of a new phase, like where the direction of the music is changing a bit from being instrumental to incorporating vocals. Like Passion Dance is just the first you're going to see of that. And yeah, just expanding the sound a bit more. We've got a new project in the works. It's going to be coming out soon, hopefully.
Exciting.
And yeah, we'll be doing some cool shows. Next gig we've got in London is at the Brick Lane Jazz Festival.
Sweet.
We're also playing at the end of March in Brighton on the 27th and in Brussels, or like in Belgium at this festival on the 29th. So anyone who's around there, come catch it. But yeah, it's cool stuff happening, man.
Anything else you guys want to add?
Tenebris. This is their track, Passion Dance. You're listening to Tenebris.
Ladies and gentlemen, for one night and one night only, this stage is yours.
my lord, me and Amanda mash up the party, we go hard. Oh my lord, me and Amanda mash up the party, we go hard. Some on a skunk, some on a fiend and some on a cat. Some on a beefing tip for a tat. Some on a trap there, turn off your tap. Step in a room with a hat and a mat. Step in a room, I ask your app. Ease yourself when I shut down your app. Quick ting on a Mac, no zip and a zap. End of the strip, see we don't bouncing teeth. I smile you, my fingers, a pearl in my tooth. Fence in your face, no hands in the beef. Don't ask my dubs if I don't know you. Time with a lento, diligently. Presto came with a measure that's me. Ain't no movie, Travis me. Get burnt and spun like a DVD. Oh my lord, oh my lord. Me and Amanda mash up the party, we go hard. Oh my lord, oh my lord. Me and Amanda mash up the party, we go hard.
Oreglo's shows provide a vibe like no other. They play with poise, humour, skill and energy in swathes. The boys are international regulars and I recommend catching a show wherever you reside. Let's now head over to Brooklyn, New York and focus on a rock band that puts the music first. I met up with Jack White-Scarver, lead singer and songwriter of Amiture Music. To the backdrop of South by Southwest artwork, we spoke about the band's inspirations and recent evolution. Amiture Music's most recent release is a gorgeously mellow number with reflective lyrics that look inward. Jack told me that the beginning of the track is one of the first things he ever wrote on the guitar just about a year ago. He introduced it to the band during a practice, and the tune fell together serendipitously. Over the course of 3 months, the band developed the song through their live performance to settle on the recording that you're about to hear. Since the band's previous trip to South by Southwest in 2024, through various health trials and circumstances, the group evolved into a 4-piece. Their name evolved from Amiture to Amiture Music to highlight their commitment to putting the music first. This is Mountain by Amiture Music. You're listening to Tenebris.
Try
The last, but most certainly not least, of my South by Southwest interviews was a conversation in the scorching sunlight out front of the British Music Embassy with an outfit from Cleveland, Ohio. PAL are icons of skronky punk, and I had the chance to pick their brains about their latest album, Under Your Radar. Vocalist Maureen shared the vulnerable roots of the album, a journey of self-discovery and late neurodiversity diagnosis culminating in the energetic and unique album. The band shared the story behind their iconic boiler suit image. As Maureen's first time fronting a band, they wanted to remove all outfit-choosing anxiety by creating consistent and cohesive overall images, which ended up resulting in their recognizable look. As jacks of all trades, PAL's members perform in other groups, King Boo, Roid Rage, Piz, and more. I'd recommend checking out all of these incredible musicians' creative endeavours. This is I Think You Should Order from Under Your Radar by PAL. You're listening to Tenebris. We are now coming to the end of our time of this South by Southwest edition of Tenebris. The ritual will recommence at 8 p.m. GMT on Friday the 11th of April. In the meantime, check out the music of the incredible artists we've explored today. Follow their socials, which you can find linked via the Tenebris Instagram at Tenebris Radio. Listen to their music and really support them by buying merch, vinyl, and catching their live shows. You've been listening to Tenebris, your fix of all things new wave, post-punk, acid house, EBM, and whatever else goes grunge in the night. Playing us out are some other incredible artists whose showcases I was lucky enough to catch at South by Southwest. This is Chemistry by Jennifer Touch, SOÑAR by Night Rituals, and Chasing Colossus by Jenna Shaw. Until next time. Tenebris.